Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss an important essay of Leigh Hunt, and the name of the essay is Getting Up a Cold Morning. Now, the title of the essay is very interesting. As a young boys, you have many times problem in getting up early, and particularly in the winter season. So the writer presents that dilemma, that problems which we face in getting up early in the cold mornings, uh, and he describes all the events in a very interesting way. But before we discuss the essay, let's know something about Leigh Hunt, the writer. Uh, Leigh Hunt is a critic, essayist, and a poet. Hmm? Hunt co-founded the journal, and the name of that journal was The Examiner. In that journal, it was a leading intellectual journal, and in that journal, he expressed many, you can say that, radical or violent ideas. So that's why he also went to prison. He was the center of the Hampstead group, based group that included William Hazlitt, Charles Lamb, and other writers. Hunt also introduced Keats, Shelley, Browning, and the most famous Victorian poet Tennyson to the public. And he was a friend of Keats and Shelley. Uh, and his poem Abub and Adam is very famous, which is prescribed in schools also. You must have read that poem Abub and Adam. And his quotations are also most popular. Uh, he has given most popular quotations, and some of his quotations are like that: colors are the smiles of nature. The other one is the groundwork of all happiness is health. That how practical wisdom is expressed in these quotations. And there is one more quotation in which he says there are two words. The word we can measure with line and rule, and there is another word which we feel with our heart and imagination. Uh, So there are two things. One thing that appeals to our mind, and there is other thing. There are other thoughts which appeal to our heart and imaginations. So in this way, his writing is most interesting, and the topic which getting up, the title of the essay, getting up on cold mornings, begins with these ideas. He gives many arguments, and which shows the merits and demerits of getting up cold mornings. So he has there is a balanced view. He has also discussed the merits and demerits, and in this respect, he also uses a biblical reference. What does it mean? The biblical reference. The writer quotes. The writer uses the references which are described in Bible. For example, he says that it is the writer imagination that the Adam was not exposed. Now, who was Adam? The first man, on the first human being which was created by God, and who came in this world. Adam was not exposed by the necessity of shaving each morning. That as in modern culture, the gentlemen, they have the habit, they have the tradition of shaving each morning. But in those days, when Adam lived on this in this world, there was no need of shaving. And similarly, Eve, his wife, Adam's wife, Eve, had not experienced walking upon the 3 inches of ice. So at that time, the atmosphere, the environment was not so cold that they have experienced ice. So in this way, the writer gives a philosophical view to the subject of getting up cold morning. The decision is left upon the reader and intelligent reader to twist the arguments in any favor. So, an intelligent reader can give the reasons in his favor. There are people who say that it is very easy to get up on cold mornings. There are people who have this views, and to support their argument, to support their view, they say that it depends on upon our resolution, that what kind of decision we have taken. If we have taken a decision and we have made a plan to follow it, then it is very easy to get up on cold mornings. It is just they need some kind of training or some kind of you can say that strict hand. For example, as the child is when a child is unwilling to go to school, so the parents give him a flogging or sometimes scolding, and sometimes try to threaten him, and on many times they also give some kind of greed and some kind of you can say that that if you do that you will be given the chocolates and other things. So there is both the ways, the scolding and as well as pleasing arguments. So he says that similarly, so when we take decisions, it needs some kind of boost, some kind of this efforts which we take, and the thing is done then. Then the thing which we have planned, the things which we have thought can be completed. Similarly, once the resolution is taken, it means that work is done. When a person puts on clothes and gets ready, all idea of sleep disappear. When you make a strong determination, when we have a strong will that I would have get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, then if your decision is firm, then you will follow it and you will wake up. The writer refer those people very unimaginative. The writer consider those people unimaginative who get up early in cold mornings, because many times new ideas comes in the morning time when you are asleep. But when you get up early in the morning, then you are left with those ideas. You are deprived of those ideas. This is quite a funny statement. It doesn't happen like that. These people cannot entertain themselves with their even thoughts for a half an hour. If you delay your sleep, if you delay your getting up half an hour, so this is the time that more ideas came to your mind. They left the ability of those persons who can imagine. Then you are left with those people. The writer thinks that those people who get up early never experience the charm of imagination. That is, who get up early, they are deprived of this kind of imagination. The imagination transports a person to far off lands. Then writer describes the futility, the benefits of imagination. When you are high on imagination, when your thinking is very high, then you fly to far off lands. You can imagine different things. So in this way, he says that getting up cold morning, yeah, delaying in getting up on the cold morning is not a bad idea, because you are benefited with new ideas, with new imagination. I think we will continue this lecture in our second lecture, in the second part. and we would discuss in detail about the content of the essay. Thank you.